Movie peeps, you know it's been a slow couple of news days when I have to clickbait you about Spider-Man 4.
No, please, please don't say that.
I'm sorry!
I want you to kill
Chris
Parker.
While it's not entirely clickbait, we do have a previous star of the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man trilogy talking about Tobey Maguire and Spider-Man 4. The trailer for The Exorcist Believer is finally released online. I'm going to be giving you my reaction to that. We also have Disney looking to delay a couple of their movies thanks to the Hollywood strike. Really, that along with so much more, so you guys know the drill. Leave your opinions down below with everything we discuss here today. But without further ado, let's just dive into all the movie news we got to discuss here today. Starting off with the trailer for Exorcist Believer. Now, if you guys here watch my live stream I did on Friday, I mentioned to you when I went to go watch Oppenheimer, the Exorcist Believer trailer played in front of my screening. So I decided to let you guys know what my reaction in the theater was, and that was that I thought the trailer looked very generic. That I had pretty high hopes that this would be a big winner for Blumhouse, that David Gordon Green could maybe do something unique and different with The Exorcist. I like the main premise they got going on here, two little girls getting possessed, connecting it to the original movie. But when I watched the trailer for the first time, and even now that it's released online, it just feels super average to me. I'm not saying it looks terrible, but it feels just okay. And some of the reasons I feel that way is I feel like it's lacking a certain atmosphere. If you go back to those original Exorcist movies, you know, even discounting 2 as bad as it is, they had an atmosphere to them. They had a vibe. They had an aesthetic. I don't know if it was because it was shot on film and this movie's in digital, but this feels like it has almost no personality to it. And if it didn't have the whole little Exorcist theme in the background slowly playing in every couple of beats, you would think it's just another random Exorcist movie in the thousands that we've gotten since the first film released. I'm not gonna lie, there is a couple of cool shots in there. I like what they did at the end of the trailer with the black and white and the girls' faces coming out, but to me, this trailer just felt like it was lacking and that maybe Blumhouse is playing it a little too safe here. Now, again, I am hoping to be wrong. Even though this is my opinion, it looks like I might be in the minority because I was seeing a lot of comments from people saying, oh, it actually looks scary. Oh, this played in front of Oppenheimer this weekend and my audience loved it. They went crazy. I want this movie to blow me away and surprise me. Maybe they're saving a lot more of the intriguing parts for the actual movie. I mean, this was a 3-minute long trailer. That's a good chunk of the movie just thrown at your face. That did give away a lot of the specific plot points. There are aspects of the movie that still have me curious, like, you know, what happened to the little girls in the woods? What is their plan for the remainder of the trilogy? Because if you didn't know, the main reason I was kind of excited for Blumhouse to tackle this Exorcist movie is because it was announced they went through like a big purchase deal so that they could make 3 of these. So before this movie even got made, Blumhouse was already planning, we're going to make 3 of these movies no matter what. And since Blumhouse makes these movies pretty cheap, which is why maybe this film just doesn't feel like it has that much of a personality because of the limited budget, it's still most likely going to be profitable and they're going to be able to make their 3 movies. I say that because along with this trailer releasing, they also confirmed to us the title and release date of the second movie. The second film is now titled The Exorcist Deceiver and will be releasing in April 18th of 2025. So it looks like they're not going to try to do a Halloween thing and just have them cranking out year by year. The next film we'll have to wait 2 years for. And that title Deceiver, I'm like, okay, that could be interesting. They obviously have some sort of plan here. I can only imagine what the third movie is called. You know, we had Exorcist Believer, Deceiver. Is the third one going to be called The Exorcist Receiver?
To the flames of hell. Who sent your only son into the world?
So look, yes, while this trailer didn't exactly hype me up, that's again with keeping the reminder, I'm not even that big of a fan of Exorcist films. I'm still going to check this out and keep an open mind and hopefully it blows me away. But right now, this trailer just kind of made me go, meh. But this is why I throw it off to you guys. You have now seen for yourselves the Exorcist trailer. If you saw it this weekend during your screening of Oppenheimer, did your audience get into it? Did you not feel it? How do you feel about the title for the sequel or what their plan could be for this trilogy? Really curious to hear what you guys think. And well, speaking of this past weekend, I did want to talk about the wild success that Barbenheimer is currently having. So by now you might have seen that Barbie and Oppenheimer both exceeded expectations at the box office, where Barbie opened up with over $150 million million domestically, and Oppenheimer at $80 million. Heck, even as of me recording this right now, they're already saying worldwide Barbie has made $400 million. And even for Oppenheimer, it's already almost doubled its original budget of $100 million. And the reason this is so fascinating to me is for a couple of reasons. We have gone now through a summer of constant bombs. You know, in one weekend domestically, it's opened bigger in theaters than movies like Fast X, The Flash, Transformers, and so much more. And don't even get me started on like counting movies like Shazam! Fury of the Gods, or even Ant-Man the Wasp: Quantumania. And I feel like this weekend is a great example of how audiences are kind of changing. Can you imagine now we're at a point where so many superhero movies came out, they underperformed or outright flopped, and movies like Barbie and a biopic about the creation of the atomic bomb are doing numbers. People are excited. I know when I went to the theater, people were dressed in pink, people were dressed in black, the theaters were packed. I think this is an interesting sign that audiences are ready for, you know, not the usual stereotypical superhero movies thrown at our face. We want something a little new and different. Here's hoping other non-related superhero projects now get some sort of attention and love on the big screen, because now it's looking like superhero movies don't sell like they used to, but other nostalgic, well-known properties will. Mario, Barbie, or heck, maybe none of that has to even do with the success. It could just be because these movies were actually being marketed. I can't tell you how many superhero films nowadays, or just movies coming up, don't feel like they have real marketing behind them. The Barbie movie went absolutely insane with the marketing. You add in the viral memes of Barbenheimer and people doing double features, that stuff is harder to replicate, but I mean, still, if you actually put in the effort to let people know this movie's coming out, maybe people will show up. Talking to you, whoever's marketing Blue Beetle. I don't know. I'd love to hear your guys' opinion on this whole Barbenheimer weekend. What do you think could be the biggest takeaway in terms of marketing? What audiences want to see? What studios should take away from this? Would love to hear it all down below. And well, jumping off from there, we of course still have the Hollywood strike going on right now that is actually starting to affect movies I wasn't expecting it to affect. Last week, there was an article that Warner Brothers was having meetings about whether they should delay their 2023 movies to 2024. Movies like Dune 2, Timothée Chalamet's Wonka, even Aquaman 2 and the Lost Kingdom, all because they feel those movies could greatly benefit from actors being able to do interviews and promote the films, which is something they can't currently do under this strike. Heck, there's already been a few movies that have gotten delayed because of this specific reason. Challengers, which was going to star Zendaya, that movie has officially delayed to 2024 because they know it would be a big help if Zendaya can go around doing interviews talking about this movie. And now Disney is another studio that is also having these conversations. An article came out today that movies like Next Goal Wins, Wish, Magazine Dreams could end up being delayed because those are films they think could benefit from actors promoting their movies. Poor Things has apparently already been delayed. That's a movie starring Emma Stone that was going to come out earlier this year, but is now being moved to December of this year. An article about Deadpool 3 also said that if the strike lasts longer than a month, which will be a month in about a week, the movie will for sure then be delayed from its May 2024 release date, and it'll have to be released at another time so they have an appropriate window to make the movie. To me, the irony in this is that the studios see the value in an actor being able to promote their movies, yet they're still debating about whether they should pay these actors fairly or not to be in their movies. It's like, you're contradicting yourself here a little bit, Hollywood. Toss it off to you guys. How do you feel about Hollywood wanting to delay some of their movies so their actors can promote them? All right, now getting to the clickbait part of the video. I mean the Spider-Man 4 news. So the internet kind of went a little crazy yesterday because an interview with Thomas Hayden Church came out where he was asked which Spider-Man he would like to fight alongside with again since he was in No Way Home. And in the interview, Thomas Hayden Church mentioned that he has heard a rumor that Sam Raimi is going to be directing Spider-Man 4, and that was enough for the internet to go wild, for our hopes to go up, for us to start cheering and doing the little Bully Maguire dance going, it's happening, we're getting Spider-Man 4. And I was there sitting going, don't fall for it, guys. Don't. Please don't. Not again. Now, while I would love to believe that Thomas Hayden Church heard this rumor from like actual Hollywood exec or people in the industry that actually make these movies happen, I'm thinking he was just like us, got on Facebook, Twitter one day and just went, oh, Spider-Man 4 could happen. Well, I hope I get a call for that. That'd be nice. I think the man is looking at the exact same rumored headlines and articles that we fans see every year, okay? Ever since No Way Home, every like 6 months, we get a rumored article that Sam Raimi and Spider-Man 4 is gonna be happening, y'all get ready, and we know it's never happening. But we like to have that little glimmer of hope. So I think this is like very far from a confirmation that Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 4 is actually happening. This really is just a case to me where an actor sees the same rumors and headlines we see online and they just believe it. I'm still very much of the mindset that Sony has no interest in making another Spider-Man movie if it's not involving Tom Holland. If we see Tobey and Andrew again live action, it's going to be because Tom Holland is right between them front and center. That's really like the only Spider-Man that they have an interest in promoting right now, which I think is just crazy because they are just losing out on so much money from Amazing Spider-Man 3 with Andrew or Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 4. Forget brand confusion. We will watch it either way. Look at DC. They're about to have 2 different Batmans in 2 different universes running at the same time. You can do that with Spider-Man, Sony. I'd much rather see that than another Morbius or a Craven. So yeah, for anybody that was seeing those headlines, trust me, it's really not a confirmation. It's really nothing I think is happening anytime soon. I'm sure we'll still probably get Tobey and Andrew on the big screen, but it'll be part of team-up movies. Hopefully like Secret Wars or something like that. But Sony is just, you know, playing dumb and not wanting to make these movies fans are demanding. Still though, if I'm wrong, it's a win-win for us Spider-Man fans, but I throw it off to you guys. You see these comments by Thomas Hayden Church that he's heard rumors Spider-Man 4 is happening. Is he hearing those rumors from Hollywood people? Or is he just reading the same rumored BS headlines we've been seeing for months? But that is all movie news we currently have going on right now, guys. I want to thank you so much for taking time out of my day to watch me talk some movie news. Don't be forgetting to hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Follow me on Twitter at 3C Films or on TikTok at 3C Films. But as always, I'm Chris. Take care.